Quick pull to 60. There's no one behind me and no one in front of me, so here goes nothing. I've noticed when I'm really hard on it, the highest I see the temperature get up to, like the highest I've seen it on record, even on like a hotter day, like say a 95-degree day, is I want to say about 215, which is still pretty good. I mean, considering, you know, I'll run it through the first 3 years, which has you up to what, 93 miles an hour, and you figure all that, and it only gets to 215, maybe 220 tops. It's pretty good for the engine. So it's, oh no, it's not good for the engine. But I'm just saying it's pretty good that it's able to maintain a, you know, reasonable temperature, because 210 degrees really isn't that bad. And you know, kind of going back in time, I had a friend, he had a 5.0 Mustang, an older one, like a Fox body, and of course it's an older car, of course it's going to run hotter. It's not a modern engine like this one, but oh man, I remember all the time, every time he'd get on it and run through the first few gears, it would just be at a 300, 315. It was just toasty. It was hot running engine. So it's kind of neat that even though it's got all the power it has, you know, it's turbocharged, it still can maintain a really good, reasonable temperature. So it's pretty impressive, I would say. So that's a good thing. Now I don't know how it would do if I was actually on a track where the, you know, temperature outside's pushing 90, 95 degrees. I'm not sure how high it would get. I'm going to say it will be over 220. Excuse me. But it is pretty impressive for what this car is capable of, that it doesn't really get all that hot. So it just shows that it's a pretty good engine that can take some abuse and not kind of fall back on you because, you know, the intercooler and all that stuff and turbochargers are running hot, which they obviously will when you're running the way I've been running it in the past few minutes. But it's kind of neat that it will do pretty nicely, even though you are hard on it. So yeah. Alright, got another red light. This is my ideal situation. I'm in first place, no one in front of me, and all I gotta do is just go straight. It's not that hard. Kind of my ideal situation for launching. I mean, that wasn't a brutal launch, but I'm gonna say, from my own estimate, because I've driven this car, if you've seen my videos, almost every time I make a video for you guys, I'm always hard on it. I'm always running through the gears. Do I drive like that all the time? No, absolutely not. If I do, I'd probably have a million tickets, and I've been fortunate enough to have none for the past, I want to say 5 years. So I'm pretty lucky for two. This car being one of the most highest ticketed cars. But I just wanted to mention that I would say the 0 to 60, when I kind of launch, I don't know how I've been launching lately. I'm going to say that last one was 35, maybe 4,000, around there. I'm going to say the 0 to 60, like typical, I'm going to say it's about 5.3, maybe 5.2 tops. When you just kind of launch off idle, like just kind of barely blip the throttle and take off, I'm going to say it's around 5.5 or even higher. But, I would say my 0 to 60 with a typical, straight level run is going to be between 5.4 and 5.5 seconds. I'm going to say a rough estimate. Now I have to look later and time that, but that's where I think I'm at. And like I said earlier, the only way for me to have fun in my car is to take the back roads. There are some rare occasions where I'm on the main roads and I do have an opportunity to be in first place at the light and then I can take off. But the issue is there's a lot of cops that hang out in between those intersections that are just waiting for you to zoom by, and bam, just like that, you get a ticket. So I'm pretty cautious depending on where I drive, and I'm usually hard on, well, not really hard on the brakes, but sometimes I am, because I don't want to get a ticket. I don't want to risk getting a $75 or even more dollar ticket just simply because I'm trying to, make a cool video for you guys. At the same time, I want to be safe and not, endanger myself and all the other people around me. But